Guys, so I decided to do like a little get ready with me video this morning, where I don't know, just a video of me putting on my makeup. um so I have already washed my face. I recently ordered Curology, so I have washed my face, moisturize it, and I like to add a little like SPF moisturizer. I think it's like, sorry, there's something in my eye, but I think it's SPF 30. I like to use an SPF like every single day. In my opinion, it's one of the best like anti-aging products that you can use, um, because we need to protect our skin, especially our face skin, especially if you are using any kind of like acne medication or anything that could make your skin even more sensitive to the sun. It's very important to use SPF. I also use a CC cream that I'm pretty sure is also like SPF 15, might be more than that. I also use that every day. I am very fair complected, and I've just kind of like grown to accept that. Like, I guess if I want to be tan, I can go get a spray tan, but tanning for me is pretty much pointless. That's just me personally. So I would just rather use a nice SPF every day and protect my skin, and that way I can just be young forever and I'll never have to age. Okay, so anyways, let's get started. I'm not going to use a primer because I don't know, in my opinion, primers don't really make that much of a difference. And since I use two different kinds of moisturizer, like I feel like my skin is pretty hydrated. I usually don't have a problem with my foundation sticking. So I'm gonna move this over here. So I have this, oh, I lied, it's not a CC cream, it's a BB cream, but it's by the brand, The Cream Shop. It's full coverage, hydration, it is SPF 30, it says age defense, I'm sure you've seen it in like some drugstores. It's like a Korean brand, but I guess it's distributed out of Los Angeles. It says designed in Los Angeles, made in Korea. So I don't know, but I've recently tried it out and I really, really love it a lot. It does say full coverage. I like more of a medium coverage, so I don't put it on super thick, but you could definitely like build this up to a super full coverage foundation, but it still feels really lightweight, which is what I love. Like, I don't feel like I have makeup on, which is really nice. And I like to use a brush for my foundation. I've done brushes and beauty blenders and I've gone back and forth, and I do like to go back over like my foundation and concealer with a damp beauty blender, but for the initial application I like to use a brush. Right now I'm using the e.l.f. Pointed foundation brush. I really like this because it does have this nice tip to it, so it really can like get into some of those smaller crevices like around your nose and like around your eyes and stuff, and it seems to blend the product in really well, which is what I like. Of course, I mean, nobody wants like streaky foundation, so I'm just going to basically paint this on my skin. I don't feel like I have any like special technique. My technique is just to basically try to keep it on my face. Make sure that you blend outward, get up into that hairline, even if you're gonna wear your hair down. Get all the way down your jaw. You want to blend that down. Nobody wants a line where people can tell that you have visible foundation on. Also, picking a foundation color that matches you helps a lot too, but I'm not going to judge. If you want to use something darker, that's cool. Make sure you blend that shit though. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, we're going to blend all the way out to those ears. Yeah, get up under those eyes. I'm still going to go back in and put like a concealer on, obviously, but I still like to get under, because I have very, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I have like dark circles and some baggage under here, and no matter what I use, it doesn't seem to go away. So yeah, I like to put foundation and concealer under my eyes. I'm sure somebody might comment and tell me that I shouldn't do that, but it's just how I like to wear my makeup. So, yeah. Okay, now for concealer, I'm going in with the Benefit Boing Industrial Strength Concealer. I've almost used this entire thing. I bought it at Ulta, and or maybe it was TJ Maxx. Anyways, I bought it, and it was kind of like one of those duo packs that had like a full-size one and then a mini one, and I put that in my purse. I love when brands do that because I love to take the mini one and stick it in my purse. That way, if I'm out and about and I need like a little touch-up, I can do that. Or if I like stay the night somewhere and maybe I don't want to do like a full face of makeup the next day, like I can still throw on a little concealer on any of like my dark spots or blemishes. And then I also carry like a little mascara, and then I have like a little like cheek lip stick, so that I can do like lips and a little bit on my cheeks to kind of give it like a blush appearance, and it's great. I love it, especially for, like I said, on weekends. No makeup look. Okay, so now I'm going in with my beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend that in. I like to do like a nice tap sweep kind of motion. Yeah, this concealer, in my opinion, is so great. It does say industrial strength. I feel like it definitely stays where you put it. And it does have a better coverage than some other concealers I've used in the past. Because obviously I don't have a perfect complexion, so I still get like little dark marks and stuff. And I don't usually like completely cover them up because I do like a lighter like foundation. But it just kind of like helps them look less obvious, because we all have flaws and that's okay, but I'm also going to try to draw less attention to them at the same time, you know? Okay, so now I'm gonna let that set. I usually like to do my foundation and concealer first and let it kind of set and oxidize into my skin a little bit before I start putting anything else on top of it, because I feel like if I go in and start putting like highlight and blush and stuff, I'm just gonna be like kind of moving that around, and if I let it just kind of set for a little bit, it kind of dries down, sort of, I guess. It just soaks into my skin, and that way when I put things on top of it, I'm not just smearing my foundation around. I just like it better. That's my big secret, just so you guys know. So now we're going to do the eyes. So let me grab some eyeshadow palettes. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do today. I've been really feeling like a nice like purple smoky eye. I got this new eyeshadow palette. So I got the Flower ColourPop. They did a collab with Bambi. This is the Flower palette. It's probably a mess in here, but it's just like a blend of different purples. We have like this nice like white sparkly highlight color, which is beautiful, all the way down to like this like black. It's almost a black, but it has like a purple shimmer to it. I don't use that one quite as often because it is very bold. But these three right here are my fucking bread and butter. We have like a nice lighter shade that I like to use in my crease. We have this shimmer shade I like to use on my lid. And then kind of like a nice deeper color to like really kind of use on that outer crease and get like a nice like smoky appearance. So I'm gonna grab my go-to brushes. These are the ones I use every single day, and I love them. I'm using the Spectrum brushes. I've had these forever. ever. I need to really like get some new ones, but it's whatever. So for my crease, I'm gonna go into this color Pretty Flower, which is kind of like the lighter purple shade. I'm gonna go in with my B06, which is kind of a fluffy brush. It's also fluffy apparently. And we're just going to blend that into that crease and kind of upward a little bit. I like to do my eyes evenly. I go back and forth. It's how I was taught in cosmetology school, just to make sure like you get an even look, and it's sometimes it can be very difficult to do one eye and then try to turn around and do the other one the exact same. So in my opinion, it's easier to just do like step by step and just alternate your eyes. I'm gonna deepen that up in that crease just a little bit more and just do that like windshield wiper motion. And maybe like some swirls and stuff. I'm just making sure I'm really packing that into that crease really well. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with this angled brush. It is the B04. It's kind of a fluffy angled brush, and I'm going to go into the color Little Stinker, which is like the darker purple shade. And I'm just going to tap that on my outer corner and kind of bring it inward into that crease. Do the other eye now. So yeah, you see we're just kind of matching this outer corner or the my lower lash line, that natural upward. We're just kind of matching that. Tap it in a little bit and then bring it towards the center. Again, I like to pack it into my crease really well because I'm gonna blend all that out anyways. So now I like to use this B03 brush, which is kind of like a flat, almost like stipple type of brush. I really like to use that for blending. I know some people use a fluffy brush, and I do like my fluffy brush. I use that sometimes for blending, but in my opinion, I always go back to this one. I just like how it blends. I like that I can like stipple it in if I don't want like a super blended look. Like I can just kind of like pack that in, or you can kind of go in and just really like blend that out. I love this brush. I've had these brushes for I think like 4 years now. They're some of my favorite brushes ever. I mean, I've had other ones in the past. They're okay, but Spectrum, it's worth the money. And now I'm pretty sure they've even gone down in price a little bit since they've become more popular. They're beautiful brushes. They work really amazing. I can't even speak any better of them, honestly. So again, going into this other eye, blending that upward, kind of patting that into the crease, kind of blend upward here. I know I don't have the greatest lighting in here because I have like a weird setup right now, but it is what it is, okay? Bear with me here. So now I'm going in with my A06, which is kind of like a smaller, kind of rounded brush. I love this for really packing shadow into my lid. So I'm gonna do the Oh Gosh color here in the middle, which is kind of like a shimmery purple. With my shimmer shades, I like to go in to my lid and just really like pat that in. I usually don't even like kick off the excess powder because I want to just pack in as much pigment as I can, especially with a shimmer shade, because I want that stuff to be like very shimmery. And then I even go in with my ring finger. I like to use my ring finger if I'm applying anything around my eyes because it has the gentlest amount of pressure out of all of your fingers. I know, I learned that like in a magazine. So weird. So I'm gonna go back in with that Oh Gosh on my finger and just pat that in And in my opinion, that just really packs that in, especially if you're using a shimmer shade. I feel like you get the maximum amount of pigmentation and shimmer out of your shades if you go back in with your ring finger and just pat that. Sometimes if I just want to add like a little shimmer or like glitter to maybe like just the center of my eyelid, I'll even do that. I'll just put a little on my ring finger and just kind of like pat it right there into the middle. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with that flat stippling brush again. And I'm just gonna very lightly pat just kind of in my crease, just to make sure that it's all kind of blended together and there's no like weirdness going on. Don't want anything too weird, you know, guys. Okay, and so next is going to be eyeliner. So again, I'm going with the Cream Shop. This is their brown Get In Line liquid eyeliner. It is a felt tip, which I love. I pretty much don't buy any other liquid eyeliners that aren't felt tip because it just makes life so much easier. So for me, when I do my eyeliner, I follow this outer, where it starts to go upward on my lower lash line. I just follow that straight up and create a line. Again, we're gonna do both sides evenly. And then I kind of pull just this outer corner up just a little bit because my eyes are so wrinkly. I have tried so many times to like not pull on my eyes to do my eyeliner. I just can't. It's just, maybe it's just me personally, but I just can't do it. So I do pull up just a little bit right here, and I'm just going to bring that straight down and just kind of fill that in. I like to just do the outer corners of my eyes because I do kind of have a little bit more of a hooded eye, and I feel like if I bring it all the way over, that's cutting off so much of this eyeshadow that I just put on. Like if I put a line right there, you're gonna barely see any of this. And maybe again, that's just my opinion, but I just prefer to do the outer corner. You still get that same effect. It is what it is. Sue me, right? Okay, well, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to finish my eyeliner because quite honestly, I don't know if I can do this on camera. So BRB. Okay, so also, while I was doing my eyeliner, while I was off camera, I did a little white eyeliner in my waterline down here just to like make my eyes appear a little bit larger. That's just the look I'm going for today. I don't do that every day, but doing that just makes your eyes appear like they're bigger. So now that we have the eyes mostly done, I usually like to do my mascara last. So while my eyeliner and everything is setting, I'm going to go in and finish up my face. So lately I have been like completely obsessed with this Maybelline Cheek Heat. It is a gel to cream blush. I watched a tutorial on it where they said that it was like a complete dupe for Glossier's, what is it called? Cloud Paint. And so I went out and bought it, and I love it. I bought like 2 others. I have almost, I think there's like 4 shades. I have 3 of the 4 shades. I love it. This is the shade Rose Vibrant, which is definitely like my favorite kind of everyday. As you can see, it comes out in just like a little bead. You don't need a whole lot at all. Usually these shades are very pigmented. So I just like to kind of rub that into my fingers, kind of emulsify the product a little bit. And then I tap it onto the apples of my cheeks and just kind of blend it up. And just kind of tap it in. Yeah, this product is, it's my favorite blush. Like, it goes on like a cream, but it doesn't stay sticky at all. It dries down. Also, I've noticed it starts out like super pigmented, and it kind of calms down after a little bit. So if you put it on initially and you're like, whoa, this is too much, just give it a little bit and see how you feel about it. Yes, I love this rose color. My other favorite color, which is a little more bold, but like, oh, it's so beautiful, is this one, which is the Fuchsia Spark. Oh, so gorgeous. So now I'm going to go back in with my Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to blend that into my skin, which is also going to kind of help to mute that color a little bit, so it's not like too crazy intense. Okay, and I don't use bronzer on my face personally. Every once in a while I might contour, but I'm so pale, like, I don't know. It's just not my thing personally, but I do highlight. I've currently been using this. It's really janky, I'm sorry guys, but it's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals, which I saw online as like a dupe for one of Jeffree Star's highlights. I don't know, I just like it. It's a good highlighter. So as far as my highlight brush, I like to use the Spectrum A05, which is like a smaller angled fluffy brush. So I'm just going to start kind of like right at the height of my cheekbone here and just kind of blend it up in kind of like a backwards C shape here. And now I'm going to do the other side here. So start at the height of your cheekbone and just make kind of like a C shape here and just kind of blend that. You could also go in and do a little bit on like the bridge of your nose, your Cupid's bow, maybe a little on your chin, a little between your brows, kind of in that forehead area. If you are somebody who has more oily skin, just my opinion, I probably would avoid your T-zone, because if you have oily skin, you probably already have plenty of shine going on in that area. So in my opinion, I probably wouldn't I wouldn't personally highlight that area, but then again, that's just me. So we're almost done here. I'm just gonna hit up these brows now. So I've been experimenting with a few different brow products lately, and I got this Kat Von D 24-hour Super Brow. I do really like it a lot. I don't typically use like a brow pomade, just because in the past when I've tried to use them, it's just too messy for me and it tends to make my eyebrows look a little too blocky. But that was also in the past, so I'm trying it again. That was just like kind of my initial impression, and I switched to a brow pencil, which I do like a little bit better, but I'm trying new things, you know, like new year, new me, or whatever. So I like to just go under my eyebrow here and go straight out to where my arch lives, and then bring that tail down, and then just do some upward strokes here, just to kind of blend all of that. And also, this product is a little on the heavy side, and I don't want my eyebrows to be too bold because I do have blonde hair, so I don't want them to be like too bold. Which again, that's just my opinion. That's just how I like to wear my makeup. You can do whatever you want. If you want like bold black eyebrows and like bleach blonde hair, you do you. Like, that's great. I love you. But anyways, so just gonna go back into this other eyebrow again. Just follow the underneath. Kind of go at a diagonal to meet that arch right there. Then from your arch, you're just gonna go straight down for your tail. And then just do some very small upward hair-like strokes just to blend all of that. So now my brows look a little crazy, but don't worry, there's more. So I'm going to grab my little spoolie here and blend all of that product in. Again, like I said earlier, I like a bit of like a lighter, more natural brow. My natural brows are just kind of blonde and sparse, so I'm really more or less just wanting to like fill my natural brows in, but I want it to still look fairly natural. I have done bold brows in the past and I'm just over it. So now as like kind of a topper, and also to add like a little more dimension to my eyebrows, because you know eyebrows typically aren't just like one solid color. Sometimes you have like some variety in there, and also you want to add like shadows and stuff to kind of give the appearance of a fuller brow, especially if you have very patchy brows like I do. So I'm going in with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I have gone through like 3 tubes of this. I love this product so much. It's in the shade Brunette, which I know I am not a brunette, but there again, I just like adding like a little bit of like a darker shade to my brows just to kind of add a little more depth. So I'm just gonna do some light upward strokes here just to kind of coat my brows. Give them a slightly darker appearance. Make them look a little full and fluffy and kind of messy. I'm pretty sure that this Wow Brow is a dupe for the Glossier, what is it, Boy Brow or whatever. It's also like a wand kind of spoolie applicator. Like I said, I love this stuff so much. I've gone through so many tubes of it. It is my go-to. I'll probably always buy it until eventually they stop selling it, and then I'll just cry a lot probably. Alrighty, so last but not least, we're going to do the lips, and we're going to do the mascara, and then hit it with a little setting spray. So for lips today, I'm thinking I'm going to do something a little bit lighter because I have this kind of bolder purple eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go in with this Lime Crime Lip Pop Satin Lipstick in the shade Macaroon. I got these over the summer. I got this one and one called like Pumpkin or something like that. I love these so much. So it's almost like a pin. It has this little button down here and you push that up to like make more of the product come up. It's really great. Like I said, it's a satin lipstick. It goes on really smoothly. It's really pigmented. I don't have anything bad to say about these. I enjoy Lime Crime just as a makeup line in general. All their products in my opinion are great. They're affordable. Love them. Love what they're doing. Some days I wear a lip liner, some days I don't. Just depends on, I guess, how I'm feeling that day. And I've recently been obsessed with this Lime Crime Diamond Crushers. It's like a lip topper. This is in the shade Cleopatra. So it's almost like, it's not a gloss. It's kind of like a, I don't even know how to explain it. In my opinion, it's almost like a matte glitter topper, so it's like glittery, it's not glossy, and you can do as little or as much as you want. You can build this up and make your lips just look like super metallic-y. Since this is like an everyday, like I'm going to work look though, I'm gonna just kind of pat it down a little bit. I think my only complaint about this product is it does seem to transfer quite a bit. I'm sure there's something I could do to like help prevent it from transferring, but it's kind of one of those things where you're probably going to have to reapply it if you're just wearing it kind of throughout the day, you know, from wearing your mask or drinking or whatever. It's probably going to transfer off and you're going to have to reapply it. But I think it's so much fun. It gives kind of that glossy appearance, but it also has like a nice glittery, almost metallic feel to it. I love it. It's great. Okay, so mascara. Let me go grab that real fast. So lately I've been using two products on my eyelashes. I've been using the Milk Makeup Kush Lash Primer and the Tarte Maneater Mascara. There again, with this mascara, first I just like Tarte products, and I had heard really great things about this mascara, but it was in a duo pack, so I got a little mini one to throw in my purse, and it's great because I have no eyelashes, if you guys can't tell. There again, like all of my body hair is blonde, so you just can't see any of it at all, really. So for this primer, I like it, but it's a little on the messy side. So what I like to do is just put it behind my eyelashes. So instead of going like in front of them, I go kind of behind and just do kind of like that like twirl sweep motion to really like coat the back of those lashes. Because I do put mascara on like the front and back of my lashes. I think it gives it like a bolder appearance and gives you a little bit more of that like false eyelash look. So I like to let that kind of like dry down a little bit. Sometimes whenever I do this, I'll put the primer on and then I might go in and do like my blush and highlight and lipstick. Sorry, my allergies have been terrible lately. So now I'm just gonna go in with this Maneater. And I'm just gonna hit up the front a little bit, and then we're gonna hit up the back and do a little wiggle wiggle. I try to get my mascara as close to the root of my lashes as I can without poking myself in the eyeball, because there again I feel like it gives it a little more of like a false lash appearance. And especially if you're doing like a no makeup look, I like it because if you're not wearing an eyeliner, it still kind of gives you like that eyeliner appearance where you have like kind of that darker color really close to your lash line. So now we're just gonna hit up this other one, do a couple on the front, one in the back, and then just wiggle it, get really close to the lash line. Sorry, I have this mirror that I am trying to use, and it's kind of dirty, so it's not the greatest setup, but it is what it is. Okay, now we're just gonna hit that. I like to do more of like the outer corner. Oh shit, I just got mascara all over my face. I like to do more of like the outer corner of my lower lash line to kind of open my eyes up a little bit more. So yeah, that is like my finished kind of everyday makeup look, just for like going to work or whatever. So I'm gonna hit it up with a little bit of my Bare Minerals Dew Mist Setting Spray. I know some people say that like setting sprays don't do anything, but since I don't wear any kind of like powder or any setting spray at all, and I just go like foundation, in my opinion, it just kind of like, it's like putting hairspray on your hair. It just kind of like sets it down a little bit so that way it doesn't transfer as bad and my face isn't sticky, especially on like hot days and shit. So Yes, I'm just gonna go in. My applicator bottle, I should not have opened my mouth. My applicator bottle is kind of like messed up. Like the top of it is like really screwy, so bear with me here. I can't bring myself to just throw this product away. Like I'm gonna use all of it and then I'll get a new one that works properly. I know I probably could put it in a different bottle, but I'm lazy, fuck it, whatever. So this setting spray I really like because it has like just like the slightest bit of like a shimmer to it. So it makes your skin look like very glowy, and it's just like the slightest bit. Like unless you like when you first put it on, if you just like look really closely, you can see it. But once it dries down, you really can't tell throughout the day. It just gives you like a very nice like glowy kind of overall look. I guess that's because it's like a dew mist, so it's supposed to make your skin look like dewy, and so by adding the shimmer, like the light reflects off of it, it makes you look all like dewy and moist. I don't know, but I like it. Okay, and so this is my finished work look. I just put a little water in my hair just to reactivate the products that I already have in there. So it is a little bit wet. It'll be a little bit bigger once it dries. But yeah, so this is just like my everyday going to work look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please like it. I'll make more. If not, this is going to be the only one. So